Your name and your question.
Engineer Kumui. The question goes about real estate. How in any way all these real estate firms knows the authentic ones, the ones that are really genuine? Because I've had different encounters don't let me mention their names, and I've seen you having a meeting, being in one of them in the seminar with him, where I end up like these guys didn't meet up the expectation. So how do we go? Because what may I do as an engineer, I have to tell people when they come to meet me and this estate is selling this, is selling this, I tell them this is my experience. I would advise if you could have access to a place where you have one-on-one relationship with Omonile, to avoid buy and pay from this real estate firm. You can pay 17 times, you can pay so time. At the end of the day, it was a flop.
Okay. So when I answer questions, I try to give us other broader perspectives so that we can all have clarity. Number one, please listen if you're a business person. In this Nigeria, I don't know about any other country. In this Nigeria, you can do everything right and still be wrong. If you don't agree, no problem. Later, you will agree. In Yoruba, when you enter market, in this Nigeria, you can do everything right and still be wrong. Why? Because there is no justice in the country. Why? Because the country is chaotic. When you talk about land, we have what we call the Land User Act. So as far as this Nigeria is concerned, every land is domiciled under the authority of the government. But government does not own any land. It is human beings that own land, that are called indigenous. So when you are a real estate company and you want to buy land, the first thing I will advise you is come to people like us that are, practitioners of the deal to tutor you on how it should be done. Because majority of the people in real estate today, by the grace of God, I train them. Many of them, as a pastor now, I have members. In the headquarters alone, we have thousands of people. Tomorrow, thousands will gather. But I know that out of all those 3,000 people, all of them are not normal. But I'm their pastor. It doesn't mean that I'm not normal. I'm a medical doctor. I have 3,000 patients. Some of them are responding to treatment. Some of them are not responding to treatment. We are still hoping that their story will change. So most of these real estate people, some of them are sincere, but they are sincerely wrong. So they have entered into trouble, and to come out, now God will help them. Now, some of the troubles that they get into, because I want to answer his question from the full picture to now zero into his question, is in Nigeria today, you can buy land from a family, pay all the money, do all the documentation, carry that document to government. Government will verify everything, and 7 years later, the same government will come back and tell you they are the owner of the land. So if you are bought from that company, they sold to you, they gave you document, and government came 7 years later to say they want to use the land. In what way has that company done what is wrong? But to you, they are a fraud. Even if they tell you, they say, that's the problem of Nigeria. Hello? So I can tell you stories upon stories upon stories of land that you go to government to go and search. Say, this land, is it free? They will give you documents that it is free. You will do survey, they will give you survey with red copy. The same government will come back and say the land has been acquired, it's under acquisition. So what do? There are 3 people you cannot fight: government, God, and gone. You can't fight God. You can't fight government. You can't fight gun. Or else you may lose your life in the journey. Hello? Number 2, many of these guys did not finish lecture. They take what we call refresher course or orientation class, and they refuse to appear for the lecture. So they jump, enter market. So what is the problem? Listen to this. And please don't misquote what I'm about to say, but listen. I say to real estate people, anytime you see any advert and somebody is telling you, for this land though, pay 10,000, 20,000, 24 months, 36 months, I can guarantee you from heaven, 99.99% of the time there will be trouble. Because there is no land in Nigeria that you can live for 3 years and it will still be there. So if somebody is telling you to pay for 2 years, 3 years, you to think the land is in the bush, the guy is living in the keja. Why you are paying for 3 years? Who will be in the bush washing the land? So by the time that 2 years reach, both you and the guy, he go shock you. So the guy is not a bad guy, but he doesn't understand the business. He's sincere, but he's sincerely wrong. Point 2, any human being that cannot pay 500 kish, korale, 1 million kish, korale, or 1 million twice to pay and buy land, that has to be paying 20,000 for 2 years, automatically poverty is in place. That person may never be able to build, because you can't build instrumentally 20,000. When the man finished paying for land, he can't do documents. Government does not collect instrumental for survey. So where the problem will come, sir, is after they have now collected your money, the land is secure. They now tell you, come and pay for documentation. You say you don't have money. You tell them, let me pay small, and you can't, that's where the business will scatter. Because anybody that cannot pay 1 million cash to buy land, he can't build. So many of those lands are now bought and left. 7 years later, it's still there, and encroachments are happening. So to now wrap up, anytime you want to buy any land, do your due diligence. Go to the office, check the owner of the company, check their track record, go to the land, visit the land, get the documentation, get your lawyer, do verification, then you pay. That will help you. Why? If you buy a land from somebody and they give you all the documents, your lawyer went and saw that all the documents is genuine, and 4 years later, government said there's no document, you will be able to join the company to fight government, because you yourself, you did your due diligence. But if they are the only one that did it and they are telling you, you will say it's a lie, because you will not believe them, because money has left you, but you didn't have the kind of information that they have. So land matter in Nigeria is a lot. I'm in the industry. While there are a lot of fraudulent people, there are a lot of issues with Nigeria that only God will help us. So do your due diligence, because so that you don't go and buy fake land, because there are people that are selling farmland. They know it's a farmland. They have not done ratification, but they are selling to you as estate land. It's a problem. There are people that don't have land anywhere. They will just go and lease a land from a family, put signboard there, carry caterpillar, wear helmet, go on radio, sell land, carry money, go to Canada, and there is no more company. So God will help us. Yes, sir.